Ketty and Sacha in the game of life. Come join us, be curious and open your mind. Let's play together to learn and to grow. Look deeper inside and your journey will flow.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sasha. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Looking forward to another great conversation today about the game of life, the game of free will.
Yes. And today, you see, I put this because the theme of today is self-love.
Yeah, I'm loving this today.
Yeah, I thought this fit exactly the story because my story of self-love was about also my hair, and I didn't like my hair, and I was like, yeah, and now I love what I can do with my hair. I'm just happy, and I think, okay, now I put also this because it's coming from Guadeloupe. That's where I come from. So it was perfect for me for this day, for the self-love. I thought, yeah, that's how I'm going to
Yeah,
be.
I love it.
So, welcome to our
Yeah,
program, The Game of Life, The Game of Free Will. And now you know what are we going to speak about.
yeah,
And self-love. Well, it's a big story, yeah?
it is a big subject. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's taken me a long
Because,
while to get there.
yeah, self-love. One of the most difficult thing is that we believe that love, the word love is love. So when I say I love you, we believe that we really love the person. And when we say I love myself, we also really believe that. One of the things that we don't that we don't see is that we have been programmed to understand love. So I know that my parents would tell me, yeah, you need to do that. You need to be like this. You need to do that. Then I can love you. In my mind, it was, okay, if I don't do that, then you don't love me. So
Yeah,
without realizing it, our parents at school also with the grades, when we had bad grades, yeah, the teachers were not that nice with us because we don't have good grades. So we learn that, oh yeah, when I have good grades, my teacher is happy with me, so that's good. Oh, with my friend, when I don't do that, they are not happy, but if I do that, they are happy. So we learn there that love could be with condition. We
yeah,
have been programmed without knowing it all. So it means also our parents and our grandparents and everyone before. We have been programmed to believe that love was with condition. So we
yeah,
live from that moment with the idea that, okay, love can be given, but I can also take it if you don't give me what I want. And it's not exactly conscious. It's more like it's
hmm,
the way we are. But first, I do need to say, to play this game, to be here, to have this life experience, um, we are the children of God. We are the pieces of God. Yeah, we are the children of God. That's what the religion also says. Um, it means that we know. So the spiritual people know we can remember who we were. Um, but if we can remember, it means that we needed to make sure that in the game we wouldn't remember within 1 year, within 10 years, or within the first years that we are living. Because one thing that I discovered, and I think you did too, we had also this conversation, is that when you have self-love, so much self-love, it's not exactly being bored, but it's like, in which world am I living that the people think that I need to give them love with condition without loving myself? So you realize
yeah,
that you are in a world where you think, I don't belong here.
yeah,
Well, you
absolutely.
don't belong also for your traumas, but when you love yourself, you think, oh, don't you see? Don't you see? Hello, so you become a little bit like, oh, wow. Okay, I'm the only
Yeah,
one loving myself. That's good. I love myself and I love the people, but the people have problems because they have been programmed to believe that love should be conditional. So in this, we needed to be programmed for quite a long time so that we wouldn't remember directly.
Yeah, 40 odd years of programming until the last couple of years when I've realized what the self-love is
Yeah.
is all about and how it changes once you start to learn that.
Yeah. So that's the beginning. So let's set the plane. We need to
Yeah.
lose the self-love so we are able to get it back. And especially because if we are unconditional love, so this we explained already in the other podcast. So if you don't know that, you should listen to the others or watch the other. But that's the way that we believe in the love is the way that we have been programmed to believe in, and the way that we can discover how can I love myself. The only way is to go within. And what we often do is we go outside and we say, well, I can love you if you do that, and I can love you if you do that.
Yeah, exactly. But the power is all within.
Yes, the power is always in. So when we play, okay, till 18 about, we cannot decide for ourselves around. And then from 18, we can decide. Then we think that we have again, the power again in our hands. So what we don't see is that we have been programmed to believe in things which were not logic. So love with condition is not logic, because love without condition is who we are. We are unconditional love. We are a soul coming here to try to experience that back. Yeah. So when we are here, we accept that the things are not logic. So with the self-love, to get back the self-love to you, what would be the best is first to realize that you don't love yourself. And and that's the most difficult part, because there is a kind of pride there, a kind of course I love myself, you know.
Yeah.
We want to defend, we want to attack if someone says that we don't love ourselves. So it's like, in fact, we know, but we don't want to, because where we react on is because we believe in it, but we don't want to. So I remember that the first time that I heard that, it was when I had my depression, and that the people told me, yeah, you don't love yourself, you need to learn to love yourself. I don't love myself. I don't love myself. Okay, you are, I don't know, 5, 6 saying that I don't love myself. Okay, then I'm going home and I'm going to ask myself why I don't love myself, because I didn't know. And when I began, and I realized finally that self-love, the way we were thinking that it was, and the way that it was completely different. So self-love, how I explain it generally is, you imagine you have a ball, and within that ball you have 100 papers. Now, on each paper, you take one paper and you open it, and there is something written on it. For example, I love my hair. I love my hair. Then you look at yourself and you say to yourself, and you look in the mirror and you look and you look like you are alone. There is nobody with you. You look, do I really love my hair?
Yeah.
Yes, I love them. Okay. It's not easy to work with it, but I still love them. So I can put this paper at the side. I love myself. That's true. There it's true. I love myself. But then you take the next paper, and then it's, I don't know. I am empathetic. Oh, I love that. You know, you think that you love that. Then you take something else, and then it's like, I am selfish. You don't like it. You don't like it. What do? You put it at the other side. So self-love is not one love. It's many, many, many parts of you that you have to look and say if you like it or not. One thing, for example, could be, I like my reaction when someone tell me that. Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
So you have many levels of loving yourself.
Yeah.
One that many people has difficulties, and I had the most too. I love that I was attracted by narcissistic people. Yes.
That's, yes, I love that. That's good.
Yeah, because if I love that, I love me.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
about the narcissistic person, it's about the person that I was who attracted this person. And if I put everything on him, it means that I don't like the person that I was. Because if
Yeah,
I was not this person, I wouldn't attract him.
exactly. You wouldn't have had that situation into your life to enable you to learn all that you've learned by having that, yeah, by having that experience with that person.
Exactly. So there are many different levels of self-love, and often we focus on the one that we think that we know that it is important. That's the outside, that's the body. So with the body, we already have some steps to do. I love my body, I love my arms, I love my fingers. So you can watch everything that you love. And when you find one that you don't love, it doesn't yet mean that you don't have self-love. It
Hmm.
means that this part of you, you don't love. The soul, your soul, loves every part of you.
Hmm.
God, your Father, if you believe in God as in the religion, He loves every part of you. The universe is you. So
Yeah.
but when you are here, you came in a game where we didn't want you to remember to fast all the things, because otherwise you wouldn't play. And we is you, me, everyone
Everybody.
as one up, creating this game to come and experience self-love. So when you have this thing and you take out and you know that you love yourself, that's already something good. Then you know that you love yourself, that because you love your hair, or because you love your hands, or because you love your choices.
Hmm.
But when you don't, that's the moment where you can say, okay, I'm going into a healing journey because I want to love myself on all the parts of me. And when you do that and you evolve with the love, so you begin with the body, and then you go inside, and then you go to your mind, because there are many people who want the ego death, for example. So
Hmm.
it means I don't like my ego. That's what it says, in fact.
Yeah.
Your ego is doing things and you don't like it. So you are going to put it there at the other side where I don't like it. But if you want to work on it, if you go and kill him, I'm not sure that you are saying I love me.
No, because you need it.
So the best is discovering, listen to the podcast about ego. What is your ego? How you have built it? Why is he how he is? And how can you work with him to make
Yeah.
sure that you are going to love him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when you're just talking about like taking things out and, because like you say, first physical, everybody automatically jump. I know I did. I automatically jumped to, oh, I love myself. Okay, that's physical. I was completely unaware, that phrase, I love myself is everything, And I think if I'd have pulled out of things that, oh, I hate my hands or something, and then it's kind of about looking into to discover why what that stems from, isn't it? Like to find out, like you said with your hair as a child, that stemmed, you can remember all your early memories. So it's like taking one piece at a time to understand why you have that reaction to that part of your body or your mind or your whatever, and then going within to work out why and to
Yeah.
discover what's triggering you, which you will find if you look. But it's definitely a really interesting journey to go on.
Yeah, that's really interesting because, as you say, you will find if you look, but if you don't look, you will not find. You will maybe believe that you do. And if you want to test, well, it's funny because while I was doing that, I noticed something also. And because the programming told me I need to give others, and then they love me, and then there is love for me. But what I realized is when you turn back the love to you,
Hmm.
and you learn to accept you.
Hmm.
On the parts that you learn to accept yourself, it's automatic. You don't have anything to do. That's the good part, in fact. You don't have anything to do. You love the other automatically. It's just a
Yeah.
kind of a boomerang, you know? You don't need to focus on the other to love the other. You need to focus on you to love you. And when you love you in that part, you love the other also in that same part.
Yeah, and that is a really hard concept, I think, because
Yeah.
I had it for a long while, had to get your head around,
Yeah.
it's finally clicked with me, and there's little parts that I've worked on recently, especially since talking to you and understanding more about the game of life, that actually, you know, yeah, I've seen and experienced that exactly what Ketty's talking about happen. And me getting, I used to get, frustrated talking to somebody that might, clearly, as I know now, is a reflection of
Yeah.
what I was. But yeah, so I'd get really frustrated, but the more I came to understand why I was being triggered and love that part of myself, and actually the same sort of conversation can happen now, and I don't. It's fine. It
Yeah.
doesn't trigger me into anything because I love that part of my. I learned what that part of myself was being triggered by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see it in action.
Yeah, and and the funny part is, in fact, to explain that, because if we want to explain the phenomenon that is happening with self-love and unconditional love and who we are and where we come from, then the funny part is that you do that because, in fact, the moment you begin, for example, I don't like my hair. Yeah. So if I don't like my hair, what is going to happen within me? I'm going to watch outside in the world outside. Which kind of hair do I like? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to judge.
Yeah.
You are not good. No, I'm not sure. Yeah. So I'm going to make judgment. How is going to be my judgment is going to be built from the outside, so not from inside.
Hmm.
So I'm going to look for things. The system, the matrix that we have created for the game has already put something for me to believe this is who I need to be. Well, it begins with when you are a black woman with this hair and all the everything on the television and everything is about being blonde with blue eyes and with long hair like this. You know that you know at that moment when you begin to look for the proof outside of
Yeah.
you are not that. So what is going to happen? You are going to resent the people which are blonde with blue eyes because they have what you want. They don't have what you want because I cannot be blonde with blue eyes. Oh, well, I can.
You
Nowadays, I can.
You could. One day we might see you with blonde hair and contact
Yeah, I
lenses.
can't because they were blue last time, so I can't. But yeah, you understand what I mean. I
Yeah.
cannot be this woman. So I cannot,
Yeah.
for example, you are blonde, I cannot be you. So I will not have the same hair. I can still make them blonde, but they will not be the same. But I already put a value on
Yeah.
what is love. So what is acceptable to love? When I
Yeah.
do that, I lose the love for myself because I'm going to watch outside.
Yeah.
The contrary is when you come back into you and you ask yourself, why don't I like my hair? Why?
Hmm.
Okay, someone told me that. Okay, my mom, oh yeah, it hurt when my mom was busy. Okay, yeah, it's also not easy to do them every day because every day it's crying and it hurts like a
Yeah.
lot. When we tried with so we have also those things like this for our hair so it's less painful. But
Yeah.
there were a story of pain behind my hair, so this story built that I would prefer when I would look at people, the people having straight you
Yeah. Just to
straight
brush
hair,
it.
whoop, it's ready, you know. But what I don't know is the other person is looking at me thinking, oh yeah, my hair, I wouldn't mind all to use this, but because you have the same problem, you build the same problem at the other side, so you are going to look also and see, yeah, but I like this, I like the curls,
Yeah, that's
curls. So
I always wanted curly hair, and I'm like, oh, mine's so boring. You can't do anything with it. It's just thin and it's just flat, and it's just it's so. But exactly as you're saying. I always looked at curly haired people. Oh, so I love it. They can get all beautiful styles, and they can put it, and
yeah.
yeah, I love my hair now.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing is coming because in the world we have learned when we were young that love was under condition, and then because we learned that we are going to practice and we don't realize that we practice the love under condition. So for example, you are going to meet a man and you will say, oh yeah, your hair, and a friend, oh yeah, no, I like mine, and then only the little things is going to make you not love yourself. So to come back from that, when you begin to love your hair, what is happening is that you don't criticize them anymore. You see the value of them. You see the power of them. You see what it brings you and all the things that it doesn't bring you. In fact, your soul didn't need it here. That's as simple as that. So if I wanted this hair, I needed to be born in another life,
Yeah.
But in this life, it's this hair. So the longest I'm going to focus on what I don't have, I will not see what I have.
Yeah,
And what I
exactly.
have when I begin to be busy with my hair, and that I see indeed the people having this hair and complaining, I heard them complaining, I think, oh yeah, because I have the curls and you don't. And so now I understand. So at the moment I begin to love myself, about my hair, it's because I found why I didn't. And then I work on it to love them. And what is happening is while I'm working on it, there is a kind of acceptance. So I
Yeah.
accept who I am. And when I accept who I am, what is happening in the outside world is I cannot judge anymore because
Yeah.
I understand my own story about my own thing. So when I look at others and I would think, oh, she has hair like that, I would say, okay, I don't know her story. Maybe she doesn't find it nice. Maybe she loves it. Maybe she doesn't love it. But I don't have to judge because
Yeah.
I like it because it's just different. So now I'm
Yeah.
not judging. I'm going to look
Observing.
for, okay, what are the good things that you have with your hair? What are the things that you don't have now? Mainly the people there. Yeah, I miss the curl. I would have a curl. And I have the curl. I say, yeah, I have too much curl. I could make it less curl. But then the conversation becomes different. Then we are all equal. And then we speak about the things as an observation. We don't judge. We don't say, yeah, but God didn't give me the good hair. There is no point. No, He gave me the good hair. He gave me this hair. So I had this experience so I can learn something. And for the people who believe in over past life, then you can imagine maybe I was a white man would say it one time to a black girl, oh, your hair, and then I come back, I am a black one, you could imagine that also. So, but the imagination of that doesn't give me the solution of now. I need to find the solution now. Now I'm a black woman with this hair, and I don't care if I was a man before. I am now a woman, and then I know that I need to love my hair. And when I'm going to love my hair, I'm going to love the hair of others. So when the others are coming, I see their story. I don't judge them anymore. I see the story of their life.
Yeah, it's such a powerful thing when it
Yeah.
happens.
It's really powerful because it just go like this. So in fact, the simple way is, do I love myself? Look at the other.
Mhm.
If there is one thing that you don't like about the other, it means that there is something that you don't like about you, which is bound to what the other is showing you.
Yeah, a
So if
mirror.
I
Yeah.
judge your hair, it's bound to my hair. If I judge your behavior, it's based on my behavior. So you do something that I maybe would like to have, or that I maybe think, oh, it's not good to be that. So I have a judgment.
Hmm.
But when I accept myself, so for example, last time I had a conversation with someone and she was not happy and she was trying to pull me down, and I was like, okay, well, I still love you. And I think what's even more crazy. But it was because it was true. It was like, you can say whatever you want. I see your pain. I see that you are in suffer. I see that it is something that was before, but you don't know what it is. And I see that you don't want to go inside. And instead of going inside, you project it on me and you tell me all those things, which are in fact you, but you tell me about me. So you try to pull me down, to lower my energy, and put me in emotions which are guilt or whatever. So I see
Yeah,
that you suffer, and because you suffer, you need me to suffer more. And I
yeah,
decide to not go into your loop. You can stay if you want, but I don't go into it. I stay outside. I still love you. Whatever you tell me, I still love you because I see your pain and I love myself. Exactly at the
hmm,
point that you are saying now, I love myself. And if it hurts me, of course, I can react or whatever, but it means at the end of the conversation is the moment for me to go into my ball and take this one and say, okay, I react on this one on her.
yeah.
So it means something for me.
Is unresolved. Yeah,
Yeah. And then I can look for why did it hurt me? Which part do I believe?
yeah. And
Yeah.
I think sometimes for me as well, like when I've got to the end of somewhere, I go, no, yeah, I do love myself, but there's occasionally a little reminder that comes up. So it is it does fluctuate sometimes,
Yeah.
and it doesn't
Absolutely.
mean that once you think, yeah, I fully love my hair, but somebody could say something and you have a little feeling or a little twang that's taking you back. Oh, there's something still unresolved there that I just need to go back, and that's absolutely fine. And it's
Yeah.
just lovely to be aware and to recognize, that I've done it before. Going along like this, then all of a sudden something's happened, and I've said something. I'm like, oh, that's okay. That wasn't very Sacha now. So why have I felt that? What did that? And then you look at it again, and you just remind yourself. It's almost like just
Yeah.
having a word with yourself and reminding. Okay, so knocking my computer off. Sorry. But yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
really, really interesting process, the process of loving yourself or self-love and losing self-love. And
Yeah.
we were talking about as well about I don't know if we want to talk about now about when you have a child.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's really
because
big.
whatever you do in your life, now the self-love, you can build it up. You can build it up again and again and again, and you have the 100 papers. There are more things now, of course, but you have 100 papers, and then you take all the papers, and they all come on the side. I love, so that's
Yeah,
good. But in the game of life, it was also interesting to trigger you. So it means that when you are able to love yourself, then there are other possibilities that we can put on your way. So you are still going to ask yourself if you love yourself or not. One of the things
yeah,
that in the game has been put for me, it was like evident that was having a child. At the moment you have a child, one thing is happening is there is a kind of instinct that is built, and then when if someone does something to your child, if it's happening something to your child, you are going to get completely and you become someone else, in fact, because you are going to save him. Why? Because he cannot save himself. So you know that he cannot save himself, so you want to save him. It's coming from you also. You carry the woman, for example, they carry him 9 months and he push and you were like this and whatever. So when he comes out, you are happy that he's out, but you are happy to see also who was there. And what you don't want is that he dies because you didn't give him what he needed or that he has a
mhm,
problem. So what is happening is at that moment, the self-love that you have is changing.
Yeah.
Conditional love again, because you put someone else before you. So it means, yeah, okay, I'm not good now today, but I don't have time because I'm busy with that child. Yeah. Oh no, and well, yeah, no, I want to go. No, but I cannot go because I have to go with the child. No, oh yeah, I want to do. No, but I cannot do. No, I cannot look for that because I need my child. So you build up reasons to again give yourself conditional love. So to
Yeah.
not love yourself anymore, because if you are not anymore the first one, there is someone else who is the first and you are the second. And what is
Yeah.
happening is that with that child, there is a moment where we should stop, but we don't. And we continue. And then what happens is then we lose the self-love that we have for ourselves. The more the child grows, he has other needs which are going to touch over parts of us. So not the physical. The physical is already happened. Huh? I mean, when we were pregnant. But then you have the other things, the mental things from, sleeping. He's not sleeping, so you are not going to sleep. And food, if you don't have enough, you are going to give him before you give to yourself. If there is something happening, you are going to try to defend him before you defend yourself. And this thing, by the way, we have kind of the same with the dog. So
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that actually because I haven't got children, that's the way I feel with all my dogs that I've had over the years. Actually, it's almost
yeah,
like, how many times I've been out at a party and I need to get back because of the dog. He can't go by himself, so you sacrifice your own fun or no, need to get back for the dog. Dog needs to pee, dog needs feeding, lots and lots of time. Yeah, that's
yeah, and that's about the same thing with the children. Yeah, I need to come back because I need to cook. I need to do that because no, no, no. Oh, I need to. So it becomes a lot. I need to, which is no need for you, but need for someone else. So it means that suddenly, without noticing it, you are losing the love that you have for yourself because you put yourself as second. And when you think it's second, it's not even second, it's last, because it's going
Yeah.
to be the child and that child needs to grow and he's going to grow for 18 years. So you have sometimes to be busy with him and to lose yourself again.
Mm.
And I know that it sounds strange when I say that, because the people are going to think, yeah, does it mean that we shouldn't love our children? That's
Yeah,
absolutely not what I
yeah. That's
say.
selfish if we don't do that, because that
Yeah.
people would say, oh, if I don't put my child to bed at a certain bedtime, he's going to suffer, and that's really selfish of me, to do that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's probably going to be some
Yeah, and
conflicting
I, and I,
reactions.
and I understand, because it was my reaction too. So I wouldn't say, well, it's not a normal reaction, but it's a conditioned reaction. So we are programmed to believe that too. It's not about saying you need to leave the child and put yourself every time first, because putting yourself first, there is two ways of doing that. That is self-love or selfishness. And both are really close from each other. So it's really difficult to notice it. The only thing is with the selfishness, well, we will speak about more in another, but in
Yeah,
fact, the selfishness don't include the other. So the
yeah,
selfishness, it's only about you, and you don't mind, and you don't care. So you don't need to become selfish with your child, and you don't need to fight for the self-love if you don't want to, because it's your game, it's your journey.
right,
So
yeah,
I'm not telling you don't take that. Put your child as second. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just explaining the game. I have a child myself, and I know I lost my self-love because I was a mom, because I was not able to put myself as first. I never find a way to really put myself as first. I did sometimes, because the self-love, that's the whole board with 100 papers. So I had some part of me that I was still loving, but I also had some parts where it was, because the children, you have a child. So funny, it's so nice. And he comes, he said, "Ah, you look ugly today," A dog is not going to say that. But the child can
yeah,
tell you really the things that he think, and authentic. He's authentic, and
yeah,
and then yeah, but so with a child you can accept that. But if the child say it one time, and then there is someone, and the other person, he looks and he thinks, then you lose your self-love, because you already don't have it. Your child say,
yeah,
and then someone
yeah,
is confirming it, then you lose. Then you are again in this. But that's the game. So it's a choice, in fact, when you have a child to say, okay, I'm going to push my self-love a little bit away, and I have a ball and they have 100, but I think that I will keep only 10, and all the others I give them to my child about. And
Yeah.
it would be, if you think about what is happening, that is that. So we want to help that child because he cannot help himself. We want to help a dog because he cannot help himself. Generally, we don't lose that easily, for example, our self-love for a cat because the cat can save
They're
himself.
independent.
He
They
doesn't
protect
need
themselves.
it. We can try, but well, he has everything that he needs to save himself, so it doesn't happen that way. But with people, for example, because your parents already had told you, because the society told you how you should love, it becomes conditional, and to make it unconditional again, then you need first to begin with yourself. And then when you look at the person and you don't like him, then you know, okay, it's not about you, it's about me. So, and that's the idea of the game. Everyone is a mirror for us. So you are my
Yeah.
mirror. Everyone I meet outside is my mirror, and everything that I don't like in this person is something that I don't have in me and that I would like to have, or that I don't like in myself. For example, being
Yeah.
selfish. I was not selfish. I was like, I don't like the people which are selfish because I didn't know how to be selfish. But now I experience it. One time I said, I'm going to be selfish now. And after that moment, I said, oh,
Wow.
that's how it feels. Oh, wow. Now I understand why the people are selfish, you know? Well, I don't want to stay there because, but but thinking like that, because when you know yourself, you accept every part of you.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
every part, when you love yourself, you accept everything. It doesn't mean that everything which is you is perfect. No, you just
No.
accept, and then you say, do I want to change? Do I want to have better relationship with people? Do I want to evolve myself? Do I want to follow my mission? Do I want to follow my soul? If you don't want all of that, you can stay selfish and narcissistic or empathetic, wounded, empathetic person. Well, we all care, but we don't care because it's your journey.
It's just about, yeah, these conversations, like you say, just giving some background, some knowledge, some wisdom, some, just to understand things and just help create awareness. And I love being more aware now. I love it. I honestly, even on the bad days, even on it's just so nice to play and to think like I did this morning with you actually, and just to think, I had a revelation because I was feeling a certain way the past few days and trying to work out why, and yeah, and it finally came to me this morning, and I feel so much lighter just knowing that. I still need to sit with it and just think a little bit more on it, but just actually go, that's why it is. So it's
Yeah.
just made it lighter, put me in that better headspace to go, okay, right, so now I know what it is. Now after we finish our conversation, I'm actually going to go and spend the rest of my day, because I've got nothing planned, thinking about it and deciding, choosing what I want to do about it.
Yeah, because what is happening is not about judging yourself. It's about observing what is happening. So
Yeah.
you observe something and you didn't know, and then at a point, well, with our conversation, we come, and I had also my own observation that I had. Something is happening here in my life. Why is it happening in my life? Why are you in my life now? Why? You know? And then I let go. So I ask the question and then I let go. I know that if I react, then there is something here.
Yes,
That's the only
exactly.
thing. So whatever you do, you do. And I can like it or not, but if I don't like it, I know that it's something about me. It doesn't mean that your behavior is good. And it's not about saying that behavior of people are good when they trigger us or whatever.
Yeah.
Because in a 3D world, we also always speak about being right or being wrong, being good or bad. But in the perspective of the game of life, and nothing is good and nothing is bad. Everything is an experience, and everything
Yes.
can be observed. And when you judge them, so you observe them, but when you judge and you think that one thing is better, it means, okay, turn back to you because there is something inside who want to come out. And that's about your self-love.
Yeah, it is, and I think we're running out of time. I think for this the conversation about self-love. But please, like I say, we always say, if you like and follow and subscribe, or come and play with us, if you've got any questions or experiences to share with us that we can, can talk about, just come and connect, because it'd be nice to have more players.
Yeah, always, always. So thank you for listening. And if you have more questions, we can still speak about that, because we are not really finished with our themes every time. But it's a little bit of that how to love yourself and how to practice unconditional love. So
Yeah.
till next
Until next
time.
time, see you later.
Bye.